Hi guys, Dane here, and welcome to another weekly writing vlog. So I've literally just filmed the outro to my old vlog. It's like my little habit now. I pretty much go straight into doing the intro to the next one. So I'm still reading Horns by Joe Hill. I'm about just over 2/3 of the way through it, enjoying it. And yeah, after I read that, I think I'm going to read some Lynne Truss, who is awesome. So yeah, all right. Oi, Tormund Nipple Milk, what are you doing in this? I'm finishing Fast and Furious 8. I started watching it like 2 days ago. Biggie, what are you doing up there?
Yes. All right.
This day had begun with someone outside a darkened room and himself waiting inside.
I just got so confused because this is just a black screen on the TV. So I thought my TV was off and I was like, why am I listening to it on my computer and getting the sound from my TV? Yeah, I am cracking on with the rereadathon. Let me turn this around. Alright, so just got out the shower as well, so bear with me and my fluffiness. My shower actually exploded the other day. I was having a shower at 5 o'clock in the morning, and as you do, and there was suddenly this big bang, and the shower head exploded, and boiling hot water went basically all over my balls. I'll try and show you. I think I can show you. This is going to get weird. Well, let me show you. On my stomach, we got here's my belly button. It went like where this classic sports bit is here. So, because I have very good taste in boxer shorts. So, I think my mum probably bought them for me. I am very cool. Yeah, but that was an alarming moment to say the least. So I screamed and thought that I might have exploded my penis, but I did not. It was just the shower head firing water all over what in a woman would be called the mound of Venus. So I guess it's my mound of Mars. I'm going with mound of Mars. It sounds like a big pile of chocolate bars. This has got really strange. I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I've amused myself, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, I had my shower. Last night I listened to Men at Arms by Terry Pratchett. I listened to it all in one go because I had it on Audible, and I listened at 1.75 times speed, which is like just about as fast as I can listen to it really. And yeah, so it took me like 5-6 hours, but I listened to that in pretty much one shot yesterday evening, and now I'm half an hour into a 9-hour audiobook of The Subtle Knife by Pullman, and these are my May and June rereads for the rereadathon, so I need to do those. Currently reading If You Liked School You'll Love Work by Irvine Welsh. This was picked out for me by Biggie. The first story here is called Rattlesnakes. I don't know if you've ever read, Irvine Welsh wrote Trainspotting, and his writing's always pretty dark. So in this one, a bunch of people they've just left Burning Man. They're all kind of high on Yage, I think it's called, isn't it? Like the one that's used in like shaman ceremonies and stuff. And they had a car accident, so the car flipped over, and then they got stuck there, and then these Mexicans came in, and basically one of them had been bit on the penis by a snake, and then this other one was trying to like suck the venom out of his penis. And then these Mexicans came in, and they're homophobic Mexicans, and they got a gun, so they're like, yeah, keep doing that. And it's just very dark. Well, there's so much stuff about penises in this vlog. This isn't going to get monetized, is it? And it's all in context, sort of. Anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying it though. It's a collection of 5 short stories, and even though it's like a massive book, the print isn't too bad. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. I have some other books to update you on. Obviously, I said I read Men at Arms yesterday. It wasn't as good as I remembered. I gave it a 4 out of 5. But yeah, still pretty good. And the City Watch subcategory of Terry Pratchett's Discworld series is like my favourite of the lot. What else have we got here? We've got, I should mention Horns, because I finished Horns in my last update. I think I was just near the end of it. Yeah, it was good. It's like 4 out of 5 for me, and I want to watch the movie, so me and Bex are going to watch that soon. And yeah, apart from the big plot hole that I mentioned, I think I mentioned it in my vlog, where basically one of the characters kind of gets, he can't tell the truth about what happened in this murder because somebody planted his blood there, but then his brother is the main suspect. So I'm like, surely if they ran DNA tests on the blood, they would have found A, it wasn't him that did it, but B, that it was a close family relative had his DNA there, you know. So, and with that, then the whole story wouldn't have happened. But hey ho. Here we have Thomas Nashe, The Terrors of the Night. This is Penguin Little Black Classic number 30. Demonic horrors and spirits dreamt up by the most exuberant, inventive prose writer of Elizabethan England. It wasn't very good, unfortunately. I don't know, he managed to take a topic that should have been interesting and make it really boring. I'm going to read a paragraph here to give you a feel for his writing style. He that is inclining to a burning fever shall dream of frays, lightning and thunder, of skirmishing with the devil and 100 such like. He that is spiced with the gout or the dropsy frequently dreameth of fetters and manacles and being put on the bilboes, that his legs are turned to marble or adamant, and his feet, like the giants that scaled heaven, kept under with Mount Ossa and Pelion, and erstwhile that they are fast-locked in quagmires. I've heard aged mumping beldams as they sat warming their knees over a coal scratch over the argument very curiously, and they would bid young folks beware on what day they pared their nails, tell what look everyone should have by the day of the week he was born on, show how many years a man should live by the number of wrinkles on his forehead, and stand deshanting not a little of the difference in fortune when they are turned upward and when they are bent downward. Him that had a wart on his chin, they would confidently ascertain he should have no need of any of his kin. Marry, they would likewise distinguish between the standing of the wart on the right side and on the left. When I was a little child, I was a great auditor of theirs, and had all their witchcrafts at my fingers' ends, as perfect as good morrow and good even. I mean, to be fair, that is kind of still relevant today. Okay, I did have to check there as well, because this is the thing, so many times this happened, I turn the page and keep reading and be like, did I just turn 2 pages at once, or does this just not make much sense? And usually it was that it just did not make much sense. So I gave it like a 2 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5 actually. This was also a 2.5 out of 5. Lynne Truss, Talk to the Hand, The Utter Bloody Rudeness of Everyday Life, or 6 Good Reasons to Stay Home and Bolt the Door. This was picked by Biggie, and he's had, he's my cat, and he's had some really good picks so far, and I've enjoyed the books he picked. This one not so much, and I really thought I was going to enjoy it, because this is my 3rd Lynne Truss book, and I've enjoyed all the others. But it just felt like she was just finding stuff to complain about. So when she's talking about the rudeness of everyday life, one thing she mentioned is people smoking cigarettes in public, and it's well, it's people aren't smoking cigarettes inside anymore, so, so people smoke in smoking areas or out in the open. And then the other one was people with visible tattoos, and I'm like, hi Lynn. So I don't know, I don't see how a lot of the things that she thought of were rude. And then she was complaining about people using the F word, and it got so irritating to read. I think she said the F and effing and the F word at least 50, 60 times. And I'm one of those people where I just don't understand that. And also when people put F, asterisk CK, it's well, what are you doing? For a start, that's censorship, and I don't like censorship. And secondly, for a second, what's the point? Everybody knows what it means. It's not, oh, I don't know. But that's just because, she's a bit of a C asterisk NT. No, I don't think that. I'm sure she's fine. And like I say, I enjoyed Eat Shoots and Leaves, and I enjoyed making the cat laugh. So it was just this one, and just her tone in it I didn't like. And it kind of reminded me of why I didn't like Stephen Fry's book, The Ode Less Travelled, about writing poetry. And it was because of the tone in it. He was just... Basically, he was deliberately alienating towards a bunch of people. And she was here as well. She even said, if you're not a woman my age or whatever, you're probably not going to relate to these as much. And I'm like, well, that's a problem with your writing, Lynn. I'm sorry. I mean, it should be accessible to everybody, I think. But what do I know? I could be wrong. Maybe that's anti-feminist. And finally, we have A Bag of Bones by Stephen King, and this is the worst of the lot. This was a 2 out of 5, and I know a lot of people do like this one, and I am a Stephen King fan. I've probably read about 40 of his books now, and I would say this is my least favourite of his. Basically, it's about a writer, again, whose wife dies, which seems to happen a lot before the start of the story, and then you go back in time and find out what the truth was. You go to this place called Sarah Laughs, and it's their Maine lakeside retreat, so again, we're in Maine. And it's like a haunted house story, except nothing really happens, apart from right at the end when it suddenly goes nuts, by which point you don't care about the characters anyway. Yeah, it was just a real slog. I picked it up, very excited to be getting to it, and I got about 200 pages in, and I just couldn't keep reading it as my main book anymore, because I just didn't care. So then I switched it out to my bedtime book and read it 25 pages a day, and it was more manageable like that, but it still wasn't fun. There was one time I had to stop reading it because my girlfriend was trying to go to sleep, and I was just sitting there turning pages over going, and making other discontent noises, because every time it looked like it was going to get good, it didn't get good. And it was just very long and dull and boring, yeah. I mean, I think if it had been 300 pages shorter, it might have scraped a 3 out of 5. That's the best I could say about it. Like I say, it's the least I've enjoyed a Stephen King book ever so far. And yeah, But it's Stephen King, so I still couldn't give it a 1 out of 5. But I normally say, like, Stephen King is one of those authors like Agatha Christie where even at his worst, he's better than most at their best. That is not true of this book. Like, I know indie authors who can outright this book easily. I think I probably could, and I don't want to sound big-headed or anything, but I mean, I just don't understand. I think I think he was going for this like literary horror kind of thing, and it just didn't work. So it didn't really have the literary, and it didn't really have the horror, and it was just long for the sake of being long, you know? So, and like, don't get me wrong, Stephen King does great long novels, like The Stand is great, It is great, so it's not the fact, 11/22/63, which proves that he can still do long novels after sobering up as well. But this one, I don't know, I'm glad I'm done, and I doubt I will ever reread it. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm off to go and listen to some more of The Subtle Knife. Is there something down there? I can hear... Ah! That's a terrible shot.
Fresh from a sellout performance. The anchor made a
every night is Halloween.
So packed and also appreciative audience, I should know, which is always nice. Mr. David Ford.
Well, I have not yet played this song successfully here. I played it okay last Thursday, and then Friday I nearly played it right and broke a string. Let me put my hand around your head. Gee, it's hot, let's go to bed. Don't forget to turn on the light. Please see it all. With a bit of a mind frame, you're into the time slip. And history won't be the same. You're spaced out on sensation, like you're on this validation. A jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your head on your hips, put your knees in time. It's a perfect time. Really drive you insane. Let's do this time war again. Let's do the time war again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dane Cobain.
Hello. I usually do like me songs, but today I'm going to do some covers. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. Yeah, well, it's the only thing that can pick me up. Better than a cup of gold. See, only a chocolate Jesus can satisfy my soul.
a new Kawasaki, all yellow and black, fresh out of the showroom. Our house faced west, so the big orange sun positioned your back, lit up your magnificent silhouette. How much better could my life get? 900 cc's of raw wine and power, no outstanding warrants for my arrest. Whoa, 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 the pirate's life for me.
Everything is relative.
Pea and mint soup.
Life
Yo.
is, at best,
It's evil. I think what they do is evil. I've seen them do it. So what is it? Shadows. Is it good or evil or what?
Hooray, I've got the Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman, the audiobook on his biggie, by the way. And I've discovered I can't stream it to my TV at 1.75 times speed, but if I just play it in my browser, I can play it at 1.75 times speed. So I'm listening to that. I am drinking this, which is like a coconut coffee, coconut frothy coffee made with fresh coffee beans, bit of coconut oil, some almond milk, little tiny bit of sugar, a little bit of mint. And it is banging. Possibly too coconutty, but yeah. I'm still reading If You Like School, You'll Love Work. Despite the fact that it's pretty big print, it's still taking me forever to get through this. Mainly because of Irvine Welsh's writing style. So, yeah, I think I talked about the first story. The second one was the title story. I didn't really like it that much. The first one was better. So this title story was about a guy, an old Londoner who runs a bar out in Spain. But like it's all written in Cockney dialect. So it was like, "Hey up, governor. Brassic, me. Oh, up them apples and pears." That's not what Cockneys sound like. I went to the open mic yesterday. I got a little bit more drunk than I intended to. Basically, I have no money. So I had some beers at home. So I drank some beers before I went. And I had enough, like 2 beers while I was there. And then a few people bought me some beers. Played a bunch of songs. And then I did some jams with Dave, who is the guy with the hat. And Jordana, who is the girl without the hat. You saw them both. I got footage of them playing as well, and they're always in my videos. So yeah, so I did some songs with both of those. That was very fun. And then the host has asked me to play at Belfast in Prince's Risborough on July the 14th, so that'll be fun. Other than that, I've not got much to update you on, mate. I've got lots of filming to do. I'm so stressed at the moment. I'm so stressed. Work is mad. It's my birthday next week, so this weekend I'm off to Tamworth and I'll vlog that for you. It's the town I grew up in. Then I'm travelling there on Saturday, and then coming back on the Monday, and then Tuesday is my birthday. So I'm having Monday and Tuesday off, which means I'm currently booked up until next Thursday, and it's Wednesday. So that's fun, isn't it, Biggs? Yeah, I know. That was very cute, wasn't it? Yeah, he's been a very good boy today, haven't you, Biggie? You're gonna say hello to the internet. You're gonna say hello. Yes. Yeah, the internet loves you, don't they? Yes, they do. Are you going to sniff my hand? Oh, yes. Okay, buddy. Yeah, we've made a bit of a den. I brought the blanket through from the bedroom as well. So we're just chilling on the den, aren't we, Biggs? Yeah? Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at. Oh yeah, shit, while I'm at it, let me show you. I made pea and mint soup as well. It's been a minty day, apparently. As you can see, there's a lot of it. That's after I've had 2 bowls, and it's really good actually. So yeah, it has an entire bag of frozen peas, an entire jar of mint sauce, vegetable stock, onions, garlic, a little bit of chilli, and then just blended together, and then served with a bit of pepper on top and a little splash of olive oil. It's delish, mate, delish. Don't mind my scummy sink. Yeah, so on that note, we're going to go and edit, aren't we, Biggs? Yeah.
Along with links and timestamps.
I made Thai green curry and it looks delicious. Also, we're watching Claudia, Spinster's Library. Hey, Claudia. Oh, she's going to shout someone out.
May goes to the dancing lawn. And this channel is run by Pauline, and it scares me sometimes how similar our reading tastes actually are.
Every now and then I get these comments on my Shadow of the Wind review because I didn't like it. Also The Book Thief. Basically any popular book, if you don't like it, you get people commenting on your videos being like, oh, well, it's clearly because you don't understand books. But yes, for the record, I definitely have no taste in real literature. You probably know this from watching my channel. Actually, I would argue there is no such thing as real literature, and also taste is subjective anyway. So everybody has taste. It's just my tastes are different to this guy's. Or ladies, I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to give you a quick update. I've just made my my Thai green curry. It's really good actually. So it was Thai green curry with little halves of like baby sweet corn, mixed mushrooms. What else was in there? Aubergine. And then I did it with like onion and ginger rice as well. And then like I made the sauce from scratch with like lemongrass and all that stuff. It's actually kind of spicy, but I like spicy, so we're good. I was going to go to Oxford today because I was supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, so I was going to stay at Bex's, and then she's not feeling very well, and the guy wants to do it via Skype anyway, and I have loads of work to do. So I'm going to do the work and also a bit of booktube. In terms of what I'm currently reading, okay, so I finished reading The Beautifull Cassandra by Jane Austen, number 33. Austen's riotous early stories of drunks, poisoners, and prison breaks written for her family's entertainment when she was a teenager. My God, she was not a good writer when she was a teenager. Super dull stories. I mean, as you can see, she can't spell the word beautiful. She can't spell any word that has got an I-E in it. Like friend would always be F-R-E-I-N-D. To the point at which, like, I hate spelling mistakes and typos in books, and they really, like, I automatically knock down a rating because of that anyway. But because it was that, coupled with these super dull stories about horrible people getting married, I'm just like, oh, I don't care. These are all bad people, bad stories, and like, I guess they're trying to preserve the original spelling and whatnot, and it's just like, just fix it for her. Like, poor girl doesn't know what she's doing. She's not like, you know, it's like if you took my writing from when I was a teenager, that was god-awful as well. So I gave that a 1 out of 5. It's one of the worst things I've read all year. Just don't read it. And then I'm still reading If You Like School, You'll Love Work by Irvine Welsh. It's actually short stories, and I've got through 4 of the 5, and now I just have the last one to go now. But I've switched out my bedroom book, which is A Whiff of Death by Isaac Asimov. I had this as one of my bedtime books, because look, the print is so small that I didn't want to read it as my main book because it makes my eyes go a bit funny. But then I got really hooked into it. It's basically a murder mystery set on like an American college campus, and someone has kind of an accident with one of their experiments, and yeah, we're trying to figure out what actually happened. And it's all this like campus intrigue, and like, will the guy get tenure, will he not get tenure? Probably not, now that his student is dead. But yeah, it's actually really good. I didn't really know of Asimov as a mystery writer. Obviously, he's mostly known for his sci-fi. I do know that I think he's written across 9 of the 10 major Dewey Decimal categories. But yeah, it turns out he's a very good sci-fi writer. Sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, whatever, you name it. If Asimov wrote it, it was good. So I'm going to go and finish that now. And yeah, that's where we're at. All right. But obviously I have no taste in real literature because I'm a poor creature and people feel sorry for me. Oh, I'm so glad people feel sorry for me because, you know, I felt a bit sorry for myself having to slog through that terrible book as well. It's where I get dislikes. I don't see what is the point of having a booktube channel without being honest about what you think about books, you know? I don't know, whatever. Bex is here and we're listening to Carmina Burana by Carl Orff on vinyl, and we've been busy cooking. So we're making vegan nachos. So there's some salsa and guac and our cheese, and here is some broccoli soup. Totally gonna get copyright claim for this. Alright, we're watching The Mist, and we have nachos with homemade salsa, homemade guacamole, and a homemade vegan nacho cheese sauce, and mine has jalapenos. And Bex has never seen The Mist before, so she's not yet experienced the full pleasure. Alright, well, it is Friday night. We've just watched The Mist. Bex is in bed. I'm going to go join them. I'm going to do some reading. I finished A Whiff of Death by Isaac Asimov, and it was very good. I gave it like 4.25 out of 5, and it's like a sort of a murder mystery set on this American college campus, and this sort of professor's trying to get tenure, but then one of his students is kind of, it's unclear. To begin with, it looks like he's had an accident with one of his experiments, but he's, what are you meowing at? But he's very like methodical about the way he works, and so then the professor realizes that he's the one with the most motive to want this kid dead. And yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. Definitely one if you're into like murders and stuff. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be sci-fi, but I was pleasantly surprised. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here because in the next one we are off to Tamworth. We're going to go and visit my mum, and it's going to be my birthday and stuff. And yeah, that will be good. And there'll be more books. Well, loads more books because we've got to spend loads of time travelling. So I can get my teeth stuck into Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King. What are you doing, Biggie? You coming? You coming? He's not coming. So on that note, as always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, and I will see you soon for another bookish video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.